Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, and we have an active weather week ahead. Snow lovers, do not give up hope. I don't see much hope at all over the next 7 days at least, but it only takes one storm to make everybody happy, and there's still plenty of time. But like I said, not much over the next week. The first thing I want to do on the Arkansas Weather Blog before I get to the week ahead, because we have a big roller coaster in temperature, is to tell you about what happened to me last night on Twitter. I'm recording this Monday, January the 30th, shortly before 8 a.m. I have had an ongoing, I wouldn't call it an argument. Yeah, it's an argument. With a friend of mine. You may know him on Twitter, Jesse Hayes. He lives up in Russellville, and he swears that he saw, it was about a year ago, Billy Idol going through an Easy Mart in Russellville. And he even had a picture. And I'm not going to share that picture because it's obviously not Billy Idol, it's somebody else. He showed it to me and I said, Jesse, yeah, I mean, kind of, the guy probably is a Billy Idol fan. He dresses like him, but that's not Billy Idol. He argued, it's Billy Idol, it's Billy Idol. Well, he started it up again a year later. Last night, he sent me another picture, texted it to me. That's Billy Idol. I said, I'm going to settle this once and for all. So I found Billy Idol on Twitter, and I just sent him a message, and he responded. Here it is. At Billy Idol, Billy, please settle a bet for me. Did you pass through an Easy Mart in Russellville, Arkansas about a year ago? And he responded, no. I win. Now let's talk about Billy Idol. The Billy Idol responded to me on Twitter last night. How cool is that? All right, let's talk about the weather this week because we have some changeable weather. I'm going to use the GFS computer model off of weatherbell.com. And as you know, on the news last night, I said that we're going to be near 70 degrees on Tuesday. Well, the computer model's backing down just a little bit from that. Still going to be very nice. And this is just the GFS. I'm not quite sure where the European is on this. And these things fluctuate. It's run 4 times a day. But this is the forecast high temperature. This may be difficult for you to see, but it has 63. I mean, it's still nice. The 70s are here in Texas. Cooler air lurking towards the north. So we've got a frontal boundary which will be moving through the state on Tuesday into Wednesday. And let me show again, these are showing you max temperatures. So these are max temperatures over a 6-hour period of time. So you're looking at, hold on, let me back up. So here's the max temperature on Wednesday. Obviously, the state's moving. The state's moving through the front. The front is moving through the state. This is Wednesday. Look at the temperatures: 40s north for highs to near 70 south. So it looks like Wednesday is that transition day. Now let's look at the high temperatures on. Again, according to the GFS, the high temperature on Thursday only in the low to mid 40s. Obviously, you can see where the front is towards our south. This is not anything we have not experienced before this winter. It's nothing drastically cold, but when you compare it to where we are today and tomorrow, it's a change, and it's a very significant change, a drop in temperature. So, the beginning of the week will be much different than the middle to end of the week, especially the end of the week. So this is Thursday, and then let's see, Friday's highs. It's got 47, 48 degrees. The front slowly pushes towards the north, but still south of Arkansas. Saturday highs. Now, this is very important. We'll see how this unfolds. This is I consider this, it's 138 hours out. I still very much consider this long range, but it's generating a wave of low pressure and trying to push the cold air back on top of the colder air at the surface. It has highs in the mid and upper 30s north, 40 central, and near 70 south. So when you have this, expect a lot of clouds and some precipitation with this. And I'm going to go through that right now. Precipitation type. If I can find it. There it is. Let's go back. What you're looking at, I'll go back even further. The red line is the 32-degree line. The blue line is the 35-degree line. And where you see these blobs of green, that's showing you the amount of precipitation over the previous 6 hours. There's a wave of low pressure. This is Thursday at midnight. Thursday at 6 a.m., you can see parts of northern Arkansas under the 32-degree mark. Some light precipitation across the south. And this, again, is the GFS. So on Thursday, you see chances for some precipitation. And again, I'm going to show you how much in just a little bit. I got a lot to go over here, so stick around. This is Friday. You're starting to see more of that moisture overrunning. It has a little frozen precip in Tennessee. The 32-degree line is not far off. There are the Canadian computer model actually shows a little bit of light ice near the Missouri border. At this time, recording this Monday on January 30th, it looks like most of this is going to be plain rain for Arkansas. But, of course, it's worthy of watching, as always. So this is Friday. Low pressure forming out here into the Texas Panhandle. You're getting an easterly wind flow here at the surface. It's still very cold air and trench, but it's nothing spectacularly cold. The sub-freezing air is towards our north. And this is where things get a little interesting, but not for the reason you probably are thinking where I'm going with this. There's the 32-degree line. If you're doing any traveling this week, I think that there will be some icing and snow further towards north, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, those areas. But watch what happens. See, that icing, even the GFS is picking up on that in southern Missouri. At least a brief period during the onset of this storm system developing for next weekend. But primarily rain here. There's the surface low. And again, there's other computer models which show it a little bit further south. I still think the dominant precipitation type is going to be rain, worthy of watching, as I always say. But watch what happens here. Come on, computer. Why is this not advancing? There we go. It takes the surface low and moves it further north. Other computer models have it further south. But you notice the computer model here has it coming into northeastern Arkansas with the trailing cold front right in there. On the north side of it, there's frozen precipitation. So you have a surface low coming towards the north. Now, this is Sunday morning at midnight. The timing of this is not going to be perfect. But you see the temperatures going up into the 60s here, 30s north. And let's look at the fuel for thunderstorms. There's a little bit of CAPE, convective available potential energy. The fuel for the thunderstorms, it does increase just a little bit. So there could be some thunderstorm activity with this. Severe, probably not. But it's, again, something to watch. If that surface low goes towards the north, you're talking about maybe some thunderstorms to the south of the track of that. If that surface low goes toward the south, more cold air is entrenched, probably a cold rain, and thunderstorm activity will be suppressed towards the south. So like I've been telling you, it is worthy of watching. Now, there's the Billy Idol tweet. I want to show you something else here. Hold on. Okay, so there's the Billy Idol tweet. Drought conditions. Severe, moderate to extreme. We need rainfall, and there's disagreement. This is the GFS that I just showed you. It has been very bullish lately in showing. You see the amounts here, light to heavy. Moderate rain amounts here, lesser towards the north. Yesterday's computer model runs had some heavier rain amounts across much of the state. And then you compare it to the European computer model next weekend, and it's showing light rain amounts for much of the state, heavier further towards the south. Yesterday, the European computer model had virtually nothing across the north. So there's differences between the computer models, and I'm going back and forth here as to how much rain falls next weekend. Again, this is all for late in the weekend and next weekend. It's not going to be just a massive amount of rainfall, and it's going to be spread out. We're not looking at a huge storm system at all. But we need rain, and this is the reason why we need the rainfall here. Why is this not switching? There we go. We need rainfall. Look at that. I mean, we've got severe to extreme drought conditions in here. What? What? You want a treat? Is that what you want? You want a treat? Treat? Is that what you want? Treat? Anyway, that's Oliver, by the way. We need rainfall in that section of the state desperately right now, especially before we get to spring. I mean, you got to be careful with what you ask for here in Arkansas because sometimes Mother Nature over-delivers. So let's see what we can do. Again, pick days of the week. You know, today, Monday, Tuesday, and even Wednesday doesn't look all that bad, but then it gets drastically cooler compared to the beginning of the week. Rain chances on the increase. Anything frozen, there is a slight chance, mainly near the Missouri border. I wouldn't get your hopes up. There's plenty of winter to go, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you very much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.